young man that's going to follow. Let's see if he's ready. And most of you probably know this young man, Kemal Bailey. Will you tell us? Go ahead.
I'm going to do some spoken word for you. Spoken word is kind of personal to me because it's on a spiritual note, and this year my birthday falls on Easter, which happens to be the same day, you know, if you follow the religion or not. It's the same day that Jesus rose from the dead. So I actually have that as something that every 20 years it's a reality for me to be born on that same day. So I saw that movie, The Passion, and I basically like to put the entire thing into written word form for you. As I carried this cross, I'm tired and thirsty, been beaten and mocked and tortured, no mercy from exhaustion and pain. I've fallen 3 times from the weight on my back. My body collapsed, spectators they spat and threw rotten food for the ones that were sad. Were only a few, and a man named Simon bore half of the cross. When the soldiers observed that my strength was lost, there was so much blood from the thorns in my head that my face appeared torn, battered, and red at the top of the mountain of Calvary's peak. 9 hours I hang on the cross as I bleed, and a drop of my head and I'm lifeless and gone to the next realm of life. I have moved on, ascended to heaven. He's flying, soaring off levitation, and got out his tomb, using powers of teleportation, arose from the dead, resuscitated and resurrected. He's living impervious to death. Those that slew him, he even forgive them for 2 days and 1 night. He went to hell and he battled Satan towards an inch of his life. He beat the dragon for boasting and bragging and said, I'll return one day to bring you your final doom, and left the devil in hell with an open immortal wound. On the Sabbath day, he appeared to his disciples, and they couldn't believe that he could walk and talk and breathe, go forth into the world and preach the gospel of the Lord, that they all may be saved and baptized in my name. Christ walking on water, raising the dead, make blind people see, cure leprosy, and multiply food to feed multitudes. At the youngest of youth, the elders, he scooting the cripple, could walk, and the deaf they could hear. The evil that saw this were filled up with fear, predicted his future. His disciples, he told that Judas would betray him for silver and gold, predicted his death and his resurrect. Said, you will deny me to Peter, who wept, and for 40 long days and 40 long nights he fasted and walked through the mountain so high, and inside a cave the devil appeared. Said, if you're really God, bring your angels down here. Catch yourself off this mountain with powers, command your angels to bear you safe up in their hand. Thou shalt not tempt our powerful God. Get behind it, Miss Satan and demon, be gone, and you know not the place, and you know not the time when unparalleled power of God will arrive like a thief in the night. The rapture will come in a booming loud voice screaming, what have you done? And a flickering tongue of a serpent that fell, burning forever in the depths of hell. I'd like to continue just a little bit, still on the same spiritual note, but it would take you into a power of discernment so you can decipher what you're seeing in this world through spiritual eyes, through the help of a guardian angel. God chooses an angel for me to walk in protection and give me direction, selection of spiritual matched up with flesh. And the unseen is present, and his presence is an assignment from heaven. 1,000 may fall at your right hand, and 10,000 may fall at your feet. But harm shall not come in your path you can trust, for angels have sworn their decree. Now as I walk in awareness of evil, so evil, the devil's manifested through people. And the lawless is lethal and dangerous and heinous. They hate us, be cautious, or suffer its losses. The devil's dominions is planning. 1/3 of the angels with him they were banished down to the earth, and by Satan dispersed with the worst of intentions, destruction through the worst of inventions. So I walk in a spiritual light day and night. My guardian angel has might, gives me insight, discernment. You learn it the more that you seek. For the prince of this world, yes, his hatred runs deep. And your body is a temple. The spirits pass through, and sometimes you might think you mental, because one day you could be gentle. The next day you acting just like a beast, and that's plain and simple. Now can you really explain it? To realize when it's happening is the only way that you can tame it. So if you don't think that it really exists, you're closed-minded and foolish, and my whole point you to miss. To some it may be scary to think life goes on after you were dead and